everybody. Welcome to Hair of the Dogcast, your friendly neighborhood podcast for beer and video games.
Hello,
and
everyone.
Video games and beer. We want to thank you for joining us and give a gracious new welcome to all our new viewers on Twitch, YouTube, Facebooks, and everywhere around
the world.
the globe.
I now synced up my grinder with the Hair of the Dogcast, so we should have at least 3 new listeners.
Yes, you
Cha-ching.
saucy bastard. So, hey, thank you very much for joining us, gentlemen. This is officially our 50th episode.
50th episode.
Can you believe this? We've made it to 50.
It's a little easier for me to believe since I've been here for 8 or 9. You guys have been
Yeah.
carrying the torch for a long
What do you
time.
get somebody for their 8th episode anniversary?
We just drink more beer. Just pretend it's normal.
Exactly.
But for y'all, it's a big moment for us.
Thing.
It's a little momentous.
We've been
I mean,
pushing and
We've been pushing. Let's just leave it at that, man.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
pushing all day.
And
So,
you're pushing.
all right, this is a podcast about beer and video games, and we drink the real live beer on the podcast. Okay, so, Josh, what are we drinking here? What is our
from
first
our
beer?
boys that we met at the Midwest Gaming Classic
Oh, which we'll be talking
last
about very
weekend.
soon.
Very cool.
This is from our boys from Gaming Off the Grid.
We love you guys. Nice gents.
Cheers. We say these beers to share on our podcast, and I hope health, wellness, and beer.
Yes, thank you, Robert and Wes.
This is from
and Stone Cold.
Peace Tree Brewing. This is the let's call it the Fatality Ale.
In the spirit of the occasion.
Yeah.
It's a Belgian style blonde.
Fatality.
So just like me, it's a Belgian style blonde, even though I'm German. So yeah,
Close enough. All right, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Happy 50.
happy
Let's do this.
50.
And to you too. All you beautiful people out there. Hello. You know who you are. So yeah, Robert Wes.
Robert
Gaming
Wes,
off the
yep.
grid.
Yeah, thanks
Been
guys.
watching a
Hello,
lot of their videos. Awesome, high energy, good stuff. Lots of good information. They just hit 800 subscribers, so congratulations.
That's
to those,
awesome.
those
New Kids
guys.
on the Block, not the band, but they're newer on the scene and
Killing it, crushing
I
it.
seem to be
Crushing it.
grinding.
lots of energy and, after our own hearts, a fellow beer and video game.
Yeah, that's they
Channel.
came
Yeah.
right over. They saw us drinking toppling Goliath. Something was it that we were drinking? They came over and
Something
saw
out of
something.
Iowa.
Yeah.
There you go.
So in
Boom.
case some
Product
of you,
placement, that's how you do it.
the new viewers, might not be familiar with us from beforehand, let's
Correct, Brad.
What are our names? Who are we?
Oh, so we're going to give a little reintroduction. This is our 50th anniversary, however, our 50th episode, and
And we probably have viewers that just don't even know
Who are you
we are.
guys?
They're just like, who are these
Who are we guys?
idiots?
Well,
All
we've
right.
been going for a while now, almost 3 years now.
It's true. It's true. How about you start it off, Mr.
Oh, shit,
Bald Man
you're
in the middle?
You're going to put it on me.
Hey.
Right away.
Let's do it. This
Oh.
guy.
My name is Josh.
Hi, Josh.
I'm from a little town called Watertown, Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Right between Mass and Milwaukee. I like beer and video games and beer. And I own a tap house called the Drafty Cellar, and that consumes my life right now.
It is a very, very nice.
It's freaking awesome.
place.
This guy is in a band called Big Spoon, and he played there last Saturday.
It was
This many
420
days
though,
ago.
so no one remembers.
That's right. It was
Oh.
420.
But he killed it. They killed it. As far as I know, all I was doing was robot zombie pouring Tom Cruise style cocktail beverages and beers for everybody.
It was a fun time.
Yeah.
It sure was. We just played disco music all night. It seemed to go over really well.
Staying alive.
Yeah. All right, Josh, nice to meet you.
Pleasure, guys.
Hey, Josh.
This fellow over here, this very hairy man.
He's the rookie.
Yeah, Papa B. Red, Girth Brooks, Rhinestone Cowboy, a few of my mystery names. Name's Brad. I've been in the beer industry for about 5 years, worked at 4 breweries, lived in New Zealand and Hawaii for a while. Small town boy from South
Damn it.
Dakota, though.
A worldly fellow.
Dakota.
I like drinking, and I do play quite a few video games when I'm not bartending or doing that. Yeah,
Yeah, what
I was a listener before. And I
yeah.
was
What
super
attracted you to the whole podcasting thing, Brad? What the fuck?
Well, as soon as you mentioned I could have a beer, I knew that I was going to be into podcasting.
Oh, shit.
Perfect.
And then in the social media madness.
Yeah, so I did
Yeah.
meet some wonderful people at the Midwest Gaming Classic. I have been off of social media except for a fake Facebook so I could have Tinder for a very brief period. Chad Wilson was his name.
As you do.
Yeah.
We don't
Very
forget
good.
Chad Wilson. We've all seen what he's done.
Dirt
You know how
Man Horse?
tricky it is when you match with someone and the first thing you have to explain is my name really isn't Chad, but I chose Chad as my name? It's tricky. It's a tricky one.
It is.
But yeah, you can
know
follow
some
me
Chads.
on Twitter and Instagram at White Loaf of Brad, and I'm also on Facebook. I'm working on it. I'm trying things out. We'll see how it goes. I'm on Snapchat at Be Radical Dude or something.
Dude, be careful who you tell all these things to, man.
I want everyone
all these
everyone
friends.
can follow everything.
all
Send
these
me,
friends.
Send me everything.
New
Send
friends.
me things.
I've seen lots of stuff in my days.
I've seen some shit.
They
man.
see
You
more
stay in a
now.
few hostels over there in New Zealand. Smells.
I believe you.
I like
think.
smells. They're fun.
Yeah.
Like a part of beer is like smells, like aroma.
Yeah, and
So
when a
good.
grown man shits his pants,
Is that
that wasn't
New
me.
Zealand?
That was in New Zealand. He was an American though. He wasn't. Yeah,
I
wasn't.
thought we were like gonna have like a parable or something here for a second. Like,
He was traveling with his daughter. We all went out drinking. He drank too much and shit his pants. She was endlessly embarrassed, and he asked me for advice. I said, "Just fucking take a shower and leave your shitty pants outside, sir. Go to bed."
all right.
But he said, "God bless you" the next day, so it was worth it.
She was fine.
And your name is Tom?
I believe so. Yes.
Tom.
Hi, my name is Tom. I enjoy beer. I'm not really into games too much. I'm just kidding. I love games. Yeah, I started the whole podcast thing with this buddy, this friend over here, this guy,
These heroes among men.
a few years ago, and here we are. You know, we made it. We made it this far.
Is it really 3 years next month?
Next month, yeah, maybe.
Holy balls.
Yeah, seriously.
Like for real.
And we only have 50 episodes to show for it. But you know what?
Well,
Hey,
we had a lot of episodes that weren't even numerically added to our counts. So.
some side quests there,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah,
I like that terminology, little side quest.
you betcha. So,
We might have about 10 or 12 more episodes dropping very soon, though, because we were recently at the Midwest Gaming Classic.
yeah. And
my gosh.
we kind of want to start out this episode
my
doing
gosh.
a bit of a recap of all the cool experiences that we had at the Midwest Gaming Classic this year in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Not sure if you've been there.
It
but
was epic.
You should have.
It was just one
Holy
crescendo of fun and madness the whole time. And even when I thought it was over,
Yeah.
they drug me back in for more.
That was a holy
Stories
shit. Yeah.
To
we
tell
had-
grandchildren.
We had a hell of a weekend.
Not mine, because I don't have any and won't ever have any.
Yeah, we went in there fairly blind. We knew some of the bigger names that would be there, but we weren't sure if any of them would be able to come on the podcast or how that would all go. And we managed
Right.
to get almost everyone we wanted to be a guest on there, which
Oh, yes.
kudos. Great work, gentlemen.
Yes.
Yes.
And thank you all who came and talked to us, shook hands, bumped fists, came on the podcast. It's been it was a wild freaking ride, man.
Yes.
And it was good. So,
Unforgettable weekend.
Before we go further,
yes.
don't you, when beers
Does
have
it
the
cork?
extra cork,
do you need a...
do we have
Beyond the
unscrewing?
cap?
Producer,
What?
can you get us a little wine corker opener, please?
She's like, I got this.
Thank you. Put
You
Modern
got it.
Cat
I know
down
exactly
for 2
what
seconds.
All
you
right.
did.
See, it's nice when you hit the big time, having us
Hey.
producer.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want. You're the...
So we had many absolutely wonderful guests. We'll let those podcasts probably speak for themselves.
Yes, those will be dropping very soon.
But thanks to the Mortal Kombat guys, we got Master Pacina, we got Tony, Phil.
Yeah.
Thanks Howard Phillips, Frank Cifaldi, Gerald Levinson, Lonnie and Morris, Jeffrey Wittenhagen and JP, Terry, Walter Day and his homies.
So many
Gaming
people.
Off the Grid. Justin from Eon. Brian, thank you so much for all your help. And Tony, you're a badass as always. You made the whole thing for us. It was fantastic.
It was really cool.
Everybody took part in that weekend. It was freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
If you were to tell me
Unforgettable.
that Johnny Cage would sneak us into the after party, what are you doing?
No,
You gonna
this
open
is-
it? I can open it. I like opening it.
Oh, she will fight you to
Whatever.
the death to open.
Whatever.
It's like the Advocate.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was probably the first oh shit moment was when we got into that VIP party, and then
Ted
Oh, wait,
DiBiase's
humble brag.
chilling at the door.
Yeah, so the Mortal Kombat guys came on.
yeah.
I think that was definitely like one of the just
That was the highlights. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Talk about starting at the top.
Kung Lao sitting in the middle of this. First thing he says, "You guys are fucked," and pounds his hand on the door on the table. And it's like
It was
like this is gonna be fun.
It was a rowdy interview. It was fun because they were allowed to swear.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's perfectly legal.
And they did not hold back in the things they talked about. That's why we can't wait to share those podcasts with you for those guys. But after meeting those guys, they got us into the after bar party.
We hit it off with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a nice a bonding moment.
I think once you like
Those combat
you're
errors.
dancing with Kung Lao and you both have your shirts off, there's no turning back. There's before and after you take.
Yeah,
That video will be shown eventually.
somehow. At least
I'm
as
pretty
part of
happy with.
blackmail.
I'm pretty happy with how it worked out. I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The crowd went crazy. Not when Kung Lao take his shirt off. When this guy took his shirt off.
Josh over
Everyone
here
just
was
went
playing
insane.
some wrestling games, having Eric Bischoff commentate.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. Eric Bischoff was commentating while I played
Thanks, producer.
WCW NWO Revenge on the Nintendo 64, which I sucked at because it did not have the same controls as No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, which were better games. But I wish I would have played it earlier. I wasn't thinking that was going to happen.
Right.
But
I'm sorry.
yeah, that was cool to have, in general, just to have him hanging out. I forgot. I'm sure we had a little mini discussion at some point, or some giggles and laughters and such, and drinks.
There was the liquid courage of you. I saw Howard Phillips and Frank Cifaldi.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those things. You don't even second guess. You just go right up and you let them know, hey, you guys are super cool. And
Yes.
big fan. If you have any free time, come on the podcast. And they were gracious enough to join us the next day.
Absolutely.
After Howard lost his pass to get in the morning.
How can the game master lose his pass?
And yeah, so I was shooting the shit with Frank for a while. I'm like, I bet Howard could probably just walk in.
Right.
If there's someone that could probably just walk in, I think he'd be fine. But we got another pass.
Yeah, because if you look at the logo here, he's actually on
the main guy.
He's on the logo. So nice shirt, Howard. Really good stuff.
It's
Very
all
good
about
stuff.
the shirt.
So doing that led you to get the contact info, and the next day,
Yeah.
well,
It's one of those things, though. It's like when you give
lo
your...
and behold, who comes on the podcast?
Look at that. We had
But fucking Howard Phillips and Frank Cifaldi, man.
a couple of legends right there.
Definitely for me that was.
I knew with the Mortal Kombat guys, like, we're going to have a fun interview. This one, they can be a little more laid back, but then when it's like Howard Phillips and Frank come on, it's like, all right.
Now we're legit.
I'm like, I'm hungover.
And it was early in the morning.
I'm hungover.
We were all hungover.
Oh,
I was
Talk about hair of the dog.
That was like a 6 aspirin morning and like 8 bottles of caffeine.
But still,
And like, oh shit.
so
as
as
they're on, it was good.
vendors, we could get in there at 9 o'clock. Regular people get in at 10. No, VIPs get in at 9. We can get in at 8.
Yeah.
And as hungover and tired as I
You got
was,
that?
I knew that if I got there at 8 o'clock, there'd be no one playing all of the pinball machines. So I went there and played.
Jealous.
Had all of them to myself for like a half an hour.
If you would have told
Yeah, you were there before we
If
were.
you would have told
I got
me
there
like,
early.
hey Josh, get up, I would have made more of an effort.
Yeah, that was.
You don't poke a sleeping bear though.
I mean, at that point, it doesn't
With
matter.
what?
We opened another delicious beer here.
Yeah, I
picked
think you need to introduce this beer because this is what I heard. It had a cork in it, and it was special, and it required a producer to open it.
Yeah, it's from DeGard Brewing. This is the Creek. I picked this up when I was in Seattle, but the brewery's from Tillamook, Oregon. And Tillamook. I was at this crazy, awesome, big craft beer bar that literally had every beer I've ever seen all in one place. And this is the only one that said limit 1 per customer. And you don't even think about it with those things. It's like a colored vinyl. I don't need it, but it's limited.
It's a colored beer.
It's limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of beer is it?
Neon green.
It's a spontaneous wild ale aged in oak barrels with Montmorency and
Spontaneous
Morello
boutique.
cherries. Yeah, let's have a
Fermented
sip
with
here, friends.
spontaneous,
It is.
fermentation and bacteria.
We're gonna have a lot of
and
clinkies
such,
tonight.
and
Lots of clinks, and you should have some
50.
clinks with us.
50.
What are you drinking out there, people? What are you drinking?
Delicious, tart, fruity.
So that's not bad. That's not bad. It wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be. I don't know if does it taste spontaneous to you?
It's almost
What is the taste of spontaneity?
Well,
Spaghetti?
my text messages after I drink too much, those can be a little spontaneous, I suppose.
Yes.
Yikes.
Usually have no taste after that, but yeah.
Bradley be twittering.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Insane.
It's gone to another level.
Loaf of white bread. Follow, like, subscribe,
Right.
retweet.
Wonder bread.
From 0 to a million.
Wonder Brad, sourdough Brad, good cop, Brad cop, all taken. I did a lot of
What?
research. I did a lot of research into my Twitter name. The best one Josh suggested though, which was Bradley Pooper. that one was almost number one, but Bradley
Did I
Pooper.
suggest that?
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
So
Lady
we-
Gaga would be offended.
We had many other special guests on throughout the day. We
Absolutely.
had Justin from Eon. We had Gerald from the Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Yeah.
First gaming.
Gerald. Shout out to Gerald. What a cool.
Mad homie.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Party.
just when we
Party time in Portland.
well, okay, we had a lot of people on. We had Walter Day on as well. Jeffrey Wittenhagen and JP were able to come on and talk about their new book they're working on.
Oh, yeah.
Very
and I
excited
believe
about
you
that.
have the book right here, correct?
This is one of Jeffrey's many books. This is the Nintendo.
Jeffrey was a trip.
He was
Jeffrey needs to be a permanent host on the podcast.
Yeah.
I can't wait till that podcast comes out either. As
Yeah,
well, 'cause
lots of
that's
good
fucking
things.
Hilarious.
Yeah, and Justin from Eon, Terry, our very, very good friend Terry.
Yeah.
Oh, Terry.
Mr. Nintendo PlayStation himself.
The honorary fourth Dogcaster himself.
The
Always.
Terry.
We love you. Thank
Tom,
you.
he loves us too.
Yeah, I know.
If he doesn't say it, we know it.
And I was pumped to see the Watch Out for Fireballs guys. The
Yeah.
only thing I got to sneak away to go see was I caught a little part of their thing. I had to miss the beginning. But otherwise, Sunday, we were cranking it out. Like,
It
we were
was
just going nonstop pretty much.
Yep.
Which was great. I know you got to sneak out and see just this Hollywood legend person, you know?
Oh, yes.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit?
Ernie Hudson?
Ernest.
Ernie Hudson, yeah. I got to meet him again. That was awesome.
Yeah, he gave a panel.
You got to watch that. That was pretty cool.
I was like, that
Yeah.
guy is one charming motherfucker.
I saved the
Holy
front
shit.
row spot for him.
Yeah, it was great.
Everybody got up from the Black Knight pinball little fiasco, and I'm like, nobody's sitting next to me. I wonder why. Maybe I
Dude.
have some kind of glare on my head.
Yeah.
You do.
Oh.
And thanks for looking menacing in the front row so no one would sit next to you.
Yeah.
Because that was a packed house.
There was people next to me, and I was
It's
like
crazy.
breathing heavy. I'm like, Winston's coming. He's coming.
Yes. And our producer back there also asked me if all he talked about was miscongeniality. And I told the producer.
And Dragon
that-
Ball Evolution.
Yes. I told her, I'm like,
Wait.
he actually did bring up miscongeniality. He said it
was he in that movie?
Yeah. He said it
Okay.
was one of his like most memorable
I
movie
don't
experiences.
remember that one.
And then he said the second one was
Sandra
complete
Bullock,
shit.
she's a police officer, beauty pageant person. That's
I
covered
was
on our other
thinking
podcast.
something about
so.
Mary for some reason because it was like the same era.
Fantastic.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh.
And also the substitute
Sandra
with Tom
Bullock.
Berenger.
And the
was one of his
Crow.
favorites.
The fucking Crow.
Oh, yeah, he's the
Starring
Crow.
Brandon Lee's last movie.
But you were the one that tipped him off that the Ecto 1 was actually at the Midwest
I
Gaming
was like
Classic.
39th in line to meet him and greet and autograph and get him to autograph my sweet Diamond Select Ghostbusters 2 slime blowing figure.
Fligurine.
Fligula.
We drink on this podcast.
Figure. Yeah. And
It only gets
even
worse,
though he
actually.
mentioned earlier in the panel, he's like, yeah, even though they make figures of me, I haven't seen a dime of that money.
That's funny.
I was like, eh.
And then you're the.
I'm like,
Dude, that made me,
I
that made
mentioned
me laugh so
something.
hard.
I mentioned like,
He's
hey,
like, every time you see a action figure with Winston's face, I don't get any of that money. But what
Hey,
did this guy bring to
hey,
sign?
honestly-
an action figure with.
honestly, I don't really give a shit. To have an action figure based on you is got to be one of the coolest things on the planet.
And to be tattooed on another man's body.
Hey,
You showed him, right?
I showed him my tattoo.
Yeah.
Have you? It's been a while since you've shown the audience. Your
I don't know if I
tattoo.
can pull it up on the sleeve.
Oh yeah, just
Oh, weird cramp or arm.
he has a tattoo.
Jim.
And he's
Jim lifts today.
Ran into a few other podcasts
do
there. The EXP cast, Games
Yeah.
Gone By out of the Twin Cities. Talked with them for a little bit.
that's right.
yeah. Need to
Those
reach
were
out
very
to them.
Nice dudes as well. God, we did a lot of discussing.
Saw Jeremy Parrish. I didn't get to talk to Bob Mackey. But, yeah, I think... And then, of course, so the classic is done. We're tired. We're feeling a little buzzed. We throw everything. We drag it through the snow because it was invariably going to
classic,
blizzard
so it's
again.
Always blizzarding.
That Sunday is going to be a blizzard.
And
June.
we finally...
June. Fucking June. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
We finally had our last meal. Go Bucks, but it was a bummer that the place was so busy because of the Bucks game. But we had our food.
That's right. And we were sitting right in front of the screen. It was
Better say
awkward.
go Bucks, Brad.
Go Bucks.
They won their first playoff series in like 20
you're
freaking
peeling.
years.
I got
my God.
I got the mascot tattooed, Bongo.
Is it the Guillermo del Toro?
It's Badanga.
Yes. Bongo Unchained.
Right.
So we're tired, and then
Very tired.
I get home.
Conventioning is like,
Shoes and socks are off. The pants are off. But my good new homie Gerald from Portland's like, "Yo, dog, what's up? We should.
Gerald.
You want to do some more drinking or something?" And yeah, I was tired. I was already in bed. It's like, of fucking course we're gonna do something. And then he's like, "Can I bring Lonnie and Morris over as well?" I'm like,
yeah, shout out to Morris.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Lonnie. Thank you too so much. And
But then Fighter Tournament.
I never asked
Neo Geo
you.
World Tour.
well,
Good dude.
I never asked
Gerald-
you what happened that night.
Gerald also goes, "Can Morris bring like 10 more people? He's running deep." And it's Sunday
got a
night.
whole
I was
entourage.
like, fine. Yeah, bring them over. We'll have a good time. So Tom brought a cooler of beer over, which was great. And yeah, we watched Game of Thrones.
We tried to.
I had to rewatch it because I was already quite drunk. And it was great because Lonnie, who hosts the New Jersey GamerCon, was trying to catch Gerald up on 7 seasons of Game of Thrones.
The super fast recap.
An exercise in futility, if I've ever seen one. And it was great talking to Morris about the Hong Kong convention and everything going on out there. Great hangs with all of you. Very nice to meet you all. Just the most epic weekend. Lots of good stories and experiences.
This was your first convention, so
As a podcaster, yes.
As a podcaster. And so, are you saying you'd do it again?
I would do it harder and longer
Faster.
and faster.
Better, stronger.
That's right.
No,
Got some tick marks on you.
I don't think we could have really done it better, but we will do it again, and we will pursue all of the interviews. We'll probably do a little bit more coordinating beforehand to even try and reach out to people to be on if we know they're coming, since I'm on Twitter, so
Maybe. I mean,
I have like 9 followers on Twitter, so look out, world. Half of them are my family.
we'll see what happens. Chances are we'll just get
Look at
drunk
those
and meet
pictures,
people.
man.
Follow
That
at Loaf
was
of
a
White
great
Bread.
time.
Man, yeah, all those pictures. Tony Schneiderwin, our cameraman for the
Thanks,
whole
Tony.
entire weekend.
Killed it.
Dude.
Anthony.
And of course, Brian, who shows up with all this beer.
Dude, yeah.
The night of, and he's just trying to bring his beer. He's like, no one even checked for a ticket. They just let me walk right in. And the next day,
I don't want to pay for a ticket. He's like, I don't want to pay. I want to
He-
support this event.
He did pay, didn't he?
He had
paid
already
the
paid,
$200
yeah.
like
He's like,
super.
I want you to acknowledge that I paid for this event,
Right.
damn it.
That was hilarious.
No,
And,
just
nobody's
go
giving a
in.
shit.
Who are you?
We're not condoning sneaking into the MGC, by the way, but I'm just saying.
Brian brought
That was humorous.
lots of beers, and he watched the booth so we could sneak away.
Yeah.
Play Typing of the Dead for a little bit.
Yeah.
Play some
He held on
pinball.
the fort. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
Brian.
And the
Brian.
man knows good beer.
Great
Number one fan.
to hang.
Yeah.
Next year for sure.
Well, I brought all of my things I got at the Classic. I thought we were maybe going to do that. I'll just show some of the highlights here.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I'm gonna save mine for next week.
For those that can't see it, this is Mortal Kombat 2 Sega Genesis signed by Kung Lao. We got
Johnny Cage.
Scorpion, Johnny Cage, Reptile, every ninja and Johnny Cage.
Doomsday Bot.
And of course, Shang Tsung, Dr. Philip On MD.
yes.
Yep, he's put the MD on there as well. Awesome.
Who?
Phil was a
Doogie
good
who?
conversation, too. It was great talking to
It
that
was
guy.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always got to be afraid of the quiet ones.
Yeah. But
Steal your soul.
I strike no fear in anyone by those rules. I got an autographed Nintendo Power from Howard Phillips. Love it.
I actually got that issue back in the day. I remember that coming in the mail. Wow.
Yeah. What year was this?
99?
April of '89. So
Yeah.
I was 5 months old when this came out.
Oh, that's so cute.
Makes me hate the
I
fact.
years old.
And
I'm still in elementary school.
this is simultaneously like the best and least cool thing I got. I got the Suikoden 2 strategy guide.
Sweet.
But you know all the strategies.
I do.
Sweet.
I know this game in and out more than anyone.
You know all 101 stars or 108.
It's in very good condition.
There's 7 things you didn't know. Though.
No, I knew them all actually. I know them all. But I was like, I like pictures and I like strategy guides. It is
And
one of the
reading
worst.
words about things you like.
It's one of the worst laid out strategy guides, fonts, everything terrible.
Yeah.
But it's something I've wanted, and I'm glad I got it. I got some other things.
What is that a mouse pad?
I got a Final Fantasy VII mouse pad. If you're
Sweet
watching,
pickup,
if you're
dude.
watching, Brian, I think this one's for you. Either that or one of the other things I didn't bring here. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And of course, this awesome book from Jeffrey Wittenhagen.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for signing that as well. The worst thing though, and Tony got one as well, because when you see a Final Fantasy VII vinyl, you just buy it. You don't
Especially
really
one that has moderately good artwork.
great artwork.
Yeah.
It looked great.
You didn't bring it.
No.
You don't want to.
I didn't want to get it out of the garbage.
You didn't want to tell people not to get this product?
Come on.
Just go
What's
to
in the box?
Go to Discogs before you buy something. It's
Go to
a hip hop.
Spotify?
It's a hip hop version, like a hip hop record about Final Fantasy VII. God bless them. Not for me. Okay. I want some of that sweet like
Yeah.
Nobuo Uematsu stuff. I don't want to hear something like Barrett going down to 6-7 slums.
Did you know that when you say
that
hip,
Aerith bitch.
when you say hip hop to a woman who's in her 40s, a white woman in her 40s, or a younger white girl who's like
You saying 40s old?
21,
Are you?
you say hip hop, they're gonna think it's some kind of cheesy pop dance thing, because it's a totally different thing. I didn't know this.
It was
until-
rap music. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what our demographic is.
So-
I think people in their 40s know what fucking hip hop is, dude.
No, they don't
think it's like the
anymore
hokey
because their
pokey.
little daughters
how old are you?
dance hip
Huh?
hop.
We don't talk about this. This guy.
Rule one
I'm,
of the podcast.
I'm solidly in my 40s and I like it.
Yeah, apparently hip hop nowadays is like some cheesy pop dance shit. It's not Run DMC. It's not Beastie Boys.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Not Houdini.
I only prescribe to emo trip hop myself.
As
but
you do.
as-
Do you dance like this with your arms wavy like this?
Only that, and I have a lot of lights on my fingers. They're fun to play with.
That's cool. Do you
I don't-
exfoliate?
Yeah, never. So thank you again to all of you wonderful people that came and
Yeah.
talked to us,
Thank
all
you
of our
so much.
new listeners.
Yes.
Definitely, we're not saying goodbye, but like and subscribe. We want you to come and listen to our podcast often and let us know what you're thinking. Come see me at Mobcraft. Go see Josh at the Drafty Cellar. Go see Big Spoon. Tom is a different kind of a beast when he's on stage.
You should have
No.
been there, Bradley.
Someone's got to pour beer sometimes,
I'm
too.
okay.
You're right.
I'm all right. Oh.
That's what I was doing.
I did actually have
Missed
one
the whole
pickup.
thing.
And
Yeah.
I kind of want to shout this stuff out because I think, Josh, you got one too.
Oh yeah.
But
Artovision.
Artivision, it's kind of hard to see on the video, but it's a 3D kind of glass encased
Layers.
scene from Contra.
Yeah. Amazing artwork.
Yeah.
Fun artwork.
And they're really cool. And I saw it and I'm like, I have to get this. I saw it like,
You got the last one of that one, I think.
yes, I did. And I regret nothing. And also, this is the company Artivision is out of Wisconsin. So it's
Eau Claire, I believe.
Yeah, Eau Claire. So fellow Wisconsinites just doing phenomenal work.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say they're not the cheapest things in the world, but the quality is just unmatched. And they have a whole different
Array
bunch
of,
of scenes and
yeah.
games, like Donkey Kong. I saw Castlevania, Mortal Kombat.
I got Street Fighter 2.
And that was really cool too.
My boy Tony got F-Zero X. F-Zero? F-Zero Super
F-Zero,
Nintendo?
yeah.
They all looked so good, so amazing.
I was on the fence for like 20
Turtles?
minutes staring at it. I'm like, which one do I want?
Yeah.
But I want to go with the one with like had the great different dimension, like the different layers. that
Yep.
really showed something cool.
Yeah.
And that Chung Li Zangief
Yep.
piece was pretty nice and lovely.
It's very cool. I'm not into like having people come on to promote things too much, but those are a father and a son, I think, do these things. Those are two people I'd like to be nice to talk to.
Yeah, if they'd
Like,
be
what-
interested.
Maybe one day. One day. Hey, Artivision people. You want to be on the Dogcast? Do you like beer? Do you like video games?
We want
Do you
everyone.
like woodworking?
Probably not.
We
They
love
just
you.
do it for the money, right?
We're booked up with the Tupperware people that dropped off the free chip holder.
Oh, yes.
They're on the next 10 episodes, so
That is true.
yeah,
Yeah. I forgot to bring it
that's
this
okay.
week.
Them
so.
chip holders.
So yeah, Midwest Gaming Classic, do it.
Yeah. We'll see you next year. I'm sure we'll be there. I
Yeah.
hope, if we don't like have egos that just make us hate
Depends
each other.
on if I get like double the Twitter followers. Loaf of white bread and loaf of white bread.
Loaf of mud.
I swear, if you get more followers than I do, so if you get 13 followers, I'm gonna be so angry.
I'm gonna buy some bots.
Hey, think
Yeah.
about it, guys. The more followers one of us gets, the more chance we have to splurge into more. Do we need another beer?
Yes.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you need another beer after listening to us ramble about Midwest Gaming
What are
Classic?
you?
Come on.
Okay, let's do Sploing because I think we have another sour
Oh, I
after
should-
that.
Pack up here. Yes. Talk about the beers. I'm gonna catch up.
Well, we're gonna do Sploing. It's from Omnipolo, out of where the hell? It's from the 12% brand in Brooklyn, Boston, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Omnipolo is typically out of Europe.
Europe.
Europe. With pronounce the P. And this is a mango
Where'd Brad go?
s'mores IPA.
I'm working on my Instagram.
Oh my God.
Brad
This
just
guy's
left.
such a pimp.
So yeah, we got some Sploing here.
Beer me.
And beautiful artwork. It looks like the River Slime from Ghostbusters 2, speaking of Ernie Hudson.
Hey.
Yeah, look at that. Or a volcano thing, or whatever. It looks like Sploing if you've never seen it before.
You goddamn right.
Sploing.
The Sploinished.
Can courtesy of the Drafty Cellar.
Oh.
Yeah.
From Watertown, Wisconsin.
Watertown, Wisconsin. Playa.
Dude, we drink like a lot of beer for free. We're pretty happy about it.
It's awesome.
It's easy. Yeah, it's not like we're selling credit card insurance. I'd be bummed, you know?
You need to get in the beer world, Mr. Tom.
Anybody need some warehouse management software? Because
Oh, shoot, some
Tom, I was
people-
going to say, I still don't know what you do for a job.
And I'll keep it that way, please. Yeah, nobody needs to know.
Our boy Robert is just chilling on the...
Hell yeah, Robert.
What's up, buddy?
Gaming off the grid.
Gaming off the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our boy.
We met so many beautiful people. Yeah, we mostly wanted to talk about the classic, but we thought it's our 50th episode. We're going to talk about a couple other things.
Absolutely, because here at the Dogcast, we have topics.
About things.
Sometimes.
Video game things.
It's not all
beer
rambling.
things.
It's usually guided rambling. Sometimes.
Semi-guided rambling. But we were going to discuss like gaming franchises that we think would deserve to come back, that should be maybe reinvented.
Revitalized. Rejuvenation.
Ones we miss.
Yeah. Why'd they go away? Why don't they come back? Because they were so much fun, you know?
Yeah, my first one that I want to talk about, Monkey Ball, the Monkey Ball series.
Oh, that's not the one I have queued up, Brad. I'm sorry.
That's
not the
okay.
first one. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Monkey Ball, I don't want to brag, but I was 6th in the world in Monkey Ball 2 for like a little while, just because I was the first one to get my scores up on there.
Right on.
And then I promptly fell down. But I was competitive about Monkey Ball for a while. The first 2 games are fantastic, fun.
Now,
It's kind of like Marble Madness a little bit. And intensely challenging, some of the more difficult levels. And it's just quite silly as well. But after Monkey Ball 2, the Wii came out. And then the Wii began.
oh, the Wii.
And it's like
The
motion
Wii.
controls. And
Oh, that gotta be tough.
they added boss battles. What? It's not about boss battles. Come on, it's Monkey Ball.
The Wii
Oh, that's
controls
cool.
are so
Sometimes boss
inaccurate
battles
as well,
can be-
So.
They were terrible in Halo.
Oh, really?
They were terrible in Monkey Ball. I don't know. Monkey Ball's not about fighting. It's about guiding your monkey through a stage.
In a
through the
ball.
goal. It's
It's about
straightforward.
guiding your monkey people.
I spent a lot of time with Monkey Ball, and I would like to see
Yeah.
it brought back. I saw that they actually, you can, if you have like a hacked Wii, they've made entire other versions of the game, like custom-made levels. And I considered just buying one. That's
Just a
already
Wii that you
preloaded.
like hit with a baseball bat. That kind of hacked.
What do you? No, not that kind of
Because
hack.
that's the only kind of.
I might have an extra Wii just laying around.
I'm just saying, the Wii is a great game.
You know, I never owned a Wii, but I borrowed one for a while just so I could play those Galaxy games.
I got one from the garbage that my dad found. Somebody's throwing out.
Are you kidding?
No, because that's where the Wii usually is found, right? You don't buy
Garbage,
one, do you?
holding open doors, sometimes modded so you can play GameCube games.
Nintendo's always kind of feel a little bit like a toy, as much as like this powerful gaming
Or
console.
at Grandma's house.
Nintendo's always called themselves a toy company as opposed to a video game company.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
That's sometimes.
And they also decided that Wii U was the right name for a system.
Oh. Wow.
stinky.
Yeah, that's,
And
that's a shame.
That was
That's-
like one of my favorite consoles, but it
It
was
was
like
way
ooh.
better than the Wii, but it got, and the Wii was like what?
I mean, I will say.
a billion times more successful.
I would say gaming,
Yeah.
like the number of games per capita, the Wii U actually had a pretty decent library, but when you only have 20 games,
But
there were some good ones.
200
very,
games,
very
wasn't
well
it?
rated. I don't know. All you need is
300?
Mario Kart and Smash Brothers to be a relative success.
That's pretty good.
Captain Toad's. I'm happy though that the Switch now is re-releasing all of those games.
I still like that 3D World, the Mario.
I didn't care for that one as much.
It's got cats in it, motherfucker.
There's got some cats in there. You're right.
It's
But
cats.
they're not going to trick me into buying Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. That's a franchise that they brought back in a really great way. Those Donkey Kong Country Returns games are great.
That was
but,
great on Wii U.
And now if you have a
But I'm
Switch,
not-
you get all the games again.
Yeah, but I'm not going to spend $50 for the game again
I feel it's
to
a
get
total
Funky Kong.
shitty cop out from Nintendo
Well,
What?
to just
They can get away with
PS4,
it.
Let's just bring back all the PS3 games. It's like, because we didn't release any games. I just feel like it's a lazy concept.
No, I mean, I'm glad some of those games are coming out now so people can actually experience them because they need people. I mean, they're really good. So I'm glad now the Switch is, for all intents and purposes, a success. It's good that people can actually play Tropical Freeze.
Switch is raging, yeah.
And, these games that would be missed.
But just adding
Mario
Funky
Maker.
Kong as like another character does not just. It's a $30 release to me, but they can get away with it because they're Nintendo. If their games are $5
They
cheaper,
charge
that's a
expensive.
sale.
yeah.
And,
And now Reggie's gone. No one's there to
did you see the first
fucking
thing that
run.
happened to Bowser on his first day?
No.
He came into his office and there was a little baby Bowser sitting in his chair. Someone had put there. I was like, oh yes, we're off to a good start here.
Oh, God. A new era dawns at Nintendo.
They need a new marketing scheme for sure. I think they need a greatest
switch it
hit.
up.
They need greatest hits.
They need to switch it up. Oh.
Honestly, all the Wii U games should be freaking $20 releases, and they'd sell a shit ton of them.
I'd say 30s. 30s, I'd be fine to pay. 20s reasonable, but
Or hey, how about have your games follow you from when you had it in the Wii store?
Yeah.
Do I have to buy
Those
fucking
already
Mario
made.
2 or Zelda 2 all the time? Yeah, I like Zelda 2. I don't care what you think.
Am I incorrect
I
in-
love you.
am I
I
incorrect in
think Zelda
saying
2 is a great game.
the PlayStation 5 is going to have backwards compatibility like all the way back to the PS1? No?
Unconfirmed, but it's gonna be definitely with PlayStation 4.
That would be
What are we
awesome.
talking about? We're totally rambling right now.
We're not, that's a good ramble.
Bingle, bingle, dingle, dingle.
No, I love it. Keep it going.
Yeah.
But yes, PS4. It's going to be compatible with PS4. PS3, I think it will be, but I think that's going to be an announcement at a press conference,
In a future
which they need to do.
time.
Yeah. All right, we could talk about
It's
PlayStation
time.
classics
That's a whole
for
other
long
episode.
time, but what games franchises do you guys want to see brought back?
Well, Brad, I'm glad you asked because I totally forgot. Oh, yes, that's right. Back in the PC days, there was a series of games called Thief. The Dark Project, okay? By Looking Glass
FIFA.
by Looking Glass Software.
Sounds scary.
Like Looking Glass Software is I think one of the best game studios that ever existed for a very short amount of time, but knew the names of of the developers that were at the studio. You're like, holy shit. BioShock, fucking Deus
snap.
Ex. Thief. This was the first stealth game I ever played, and
Before Metal Gear Solid 1? Or is that not?
it was after, but it's a first person game,
yeah.
and it's the first time I was ever exposed to this whole steampunk vibe because this takes place in a a Dickensian kind of old Victorian London-y city, and then
They did release
then they have all this technology that's run by they have steam and they have robots and video cameras that are all steam, but the lead character Garrett was a snarky, just cynical fucking asshole, and you started out just kind of The first mission was you're going to steal like these jewels from this guy while the party's going on, and then it kind of devolved, and you get into like the occult. But anyways,
Sounds like
the style was amazing, and it is stuck with me to this day. And I know they tried to reboot it in, I think, 2013. They came out.
Was that 360?
360, yes.
Yeah.
And
I have it.
actually, Xbox One. It was like one of those ones that bridged 360 and Xbox One. Came out for both PS3, PS4. I wish they would bring that back so bad, and I wish they would get like some of the original developers to get it. They didn't even have like the original voice actor for Garrett, which made me angry. Angry guys.
He was a very good voice actor, right?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. He's also the voice actor for Nick Valentine in Fallout 4. If you ever played that Fallout.
That's that Fallout Boy game.
Fallout thing.
Fallout?
So yeah, Thief. I don't know if anybody out there, if you have fond memories of the Thief, if you're of a certain age. The game, if you play it now, it does not hold up at all. Or it does not look good. Ooh, it is not a good looking game. But yeah, I freaking fell in love with that game so much. Bring it back, I say.
Fell in love with you, Tom.
I fell in love with the Thief. I fell in love once and I lost completely. Josh.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Josh.
Are there any games that you wish would come back and grace your presence?
So a game that I came to, I know because of the pop of the retro gaming community and the value of the game, Panic Restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, I played it like 4 or 5 years ago.
You want to play a version of the game that doesn't cost $600?
Yeah, no, I want to see a new game. Why not? It's one of the best side scrollers I've ever played. It's so fun, stupid. You're a goofy, chubby chef with a chef hat and chef wardrobe and such.
Yep.
And you are getting through these stages in which there are floating carrots attacking you, and forks and things and such, and it is so much fun. It's one of the best games on the NES, and I'd love to see someone like Yacht Games take the Shovel Knight approach and just make a side scroller that's fun yet difficult, but not too difficult, but difficult.
Yeah, it's a fine line to walk.
Yeah,
when they get it right, it is the best.
Have you played that game, Brad?
I've played Shovel Knight.
Okay.
Not Panic Restaurant, but I can see where you're.
I would
you're
go
saying.
with that. The difficulty of Shovel Knight is kind of comparable,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that they
Shovel Knight.
make a game in the classic retro style and side scrolling and all that.
Yeah.
I think those guys would kill it. It'd be
Absolutely.
lovely to see that.
Yeah. Because that was a later release, right? That was.
Yep, it's one of the.
That's
later
why it's so
releases.
rare.
That's why there's not many copies of it.
Right.
They didn't release a lot of copies of a lot of the later releases on the NES.
That just gets my gourd. No, that's unfortunate that there wasn't, because that is a fun game, and it's a very pretty game too.
Yeah.
On the NES. Cool. Brad.
Yeah. So
Are there any more, or is that it?
So at least once every 2 years, I have to play Final Fantasy Tactics again.
Oh.
I have to play it again because
And again.
it is
And again.
it is fantastically complex. The gameplay is just different every time because I try and use different classes and develop different techniques.
Sure.
I still don't know how calculators work, but I know that they're supposed to be pretty great. And I try so hard to follow the story, and it makes sense for a while, but it devolves like every Final Fantasy game.
Okay.
It goes from almost a Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire level of intrigue and families and betrayals, and then it's just evil god man lady. Again.
Yeah, and that's like a Final Fantasy game, right?
It is like a
Start
Final
small, and then all of a
Fantasy
sudden the
game.
world's going to end.
But Tactics, for a good amount of time, holds off on that, and it's just a real good political story, which doesn't even matter. I remember as a kid, I didn't even care 2 things about the story. The gameplay, it's just fun.
You don't give a shit.
And it's, I'd say, like the only killer game app for the iPad, which is not a gaming machine, but if...
What?
Yeah, if I have a stylus for
Are you kidding?
for my iPad...
Candy Crush? It's better than Candy Crush, you
I'm sorry for
What
your
is the
Candy
game?
Crush.
Blasphemy.
Is it like
Blasphemy!
Tactical RPG. It's like almost like chess, grid-based.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
like Rhapsodia, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I was
Yes.
scratching that itch a little bit with that recently. It's
I guess
it's all class based, and you develop different classes by leveling up, and then you can have a secondary class. So you get this good with the knight, you can bring that over.
Cloud Strife is in it.
Oh man, you get him at level 1, which is frustrating because
any Cloud lovers out there.
He can be a useful character, but you're level 30 or 40 at this time, and they make it so he has to be level 1. And then he's pretty much useless until you get the one sword he can use, the Materia Blade, and you have to go through this crazy long dungeon thing to get it, and then you have to level him up. Apparently he can be useful if you put the time into it, but I'm a simple, stupid guy. I see Cloud, I buy. I vote yes.
It's true.
And yeah, and the newer one, the War of the Lions, which is also on PSP, but the iPad, it looks great. The touchscreen, it's super intuitive. So it also has Balthier and some Tactics Advanced characters. So they did have Final Fantasy.
Okay.
They had Tactics Advanced and then I believe A2, but
so if they brought it back, I mean, what would you add to it, or would there be anything you changed to make it?
I wouldn't. I mean, I'd want
better?
it to be in Ivalice again, the same world as Final Fantasy 12 and Tactics.
Is there where those weird fuckers with the bunny ears live?
Yes. I can't believe I don't remember what kind of species Fran is. Yeah, they're in there as well.
What's up with that shit? What's up with the bunny ears, dude?
Like, she's hot enough. It's fine.
I mean,
that's
hot.
That's a part of her body, okay?
That's
you can't just
All those ears?
you can't criticize someone for their ears, Tom.
you can't grind them down.
Yeah,
No, I mean, dude, look at my ears. Obviously, yeah.
very cute ears.
Thanks.
Do you need a physical copy? Because I have an extra.
Of what?
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, I have a physical copy still, but the iPad's great. I play it when I'm on airplanes or killing time. I was stuck in an airport in LA for
On
about
toilets?
a whole day. I pretty much beat the game start to finish.
Trains.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be great to have a new one. It doesn't need the same characters, but it needs the same job system, some new classes, and just like change up maybe terrain or mix up the battles. But
What if it's only Final Fantasy 13 characters?
as long as the gameplay holds up, I'll deal with that
What if
bullshit.
it's just like Final Fantasy 13?
As long as it's, I don't care about the story in those games. As long as the gameplay is good, I would deal with it.
It's
but
just one stretch of land.
just Final Fantasy series in general. That series should come back. 15 was not quite doing it for me. I didn't play the online ones. In 13, that was frustrating. I've heard people say you play 20 hours, it gets better, but I don't have 20 hours to wait.
I agree.
Yeah.
You don't, and neither do we.
What is our next
Josh,
beer we have?
what is
Josh?
going on
We
here?
are drinking a new beer from our friends from
Gaming.
On the Grid.
Gaming off the grid.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, damn it, I knew I said it wrong. Gaming off
One
the
of
Grid.
these days.
We're learning each other's names.
This is called Exile.
This is part of
Tangerine Bohemian. So it'll be
the dating
Bohemian
process.
Pilsner, I'm guessing. Pilsner malt, maybe. Sour ale.
Hell yeah.
Brewed with tangerines.
That's awesome. I can't wait to
Out
try
of Des
this.
Moines, Iowa.
It smells good.
That might be
I
my
will say
favorite. This might be
Thank you,
my
boys.
favorite one we've had tonight.
It's quite
50.
crushable.
Oh, that's really good.
Very
50.
crushable. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one thing led to another.
Fantastic.
Oh, wow. Supreme.
It's so good. Thank you, guys. All right.
Did you guys have other games you wanted to talk about at all?
Oh, yeah. What games do we want to see back? Battletoads.
Battletoads.
Let's see a
Fuck
new,
yes.
Let's see a
Let's
new,
get
Oh, that's been
Battletoads.
teased for a while. Is it going to happen?
let's see a new
soon?
beat 'em up. You know?
Obscenely difficult new sequel to Battletoads. I wanted to punish people.
Why not?
I don't. Yeah,
I like a
I don't
little
know.
punishment.
I keep thinking back to Battletoads, and I loved that game as a kid. And now when I play it again, I still have a huge respect and nostalgia for it. But I'm starting to side with the group of people that say it's a bad game.
The soundtrack.
So fun.
The soundtrack is so
I
great.
disagree.
The pause screen is.
But it's so, the controls work the way they're supposed to, and the gameplay is just so difficult that you get that immense feeling of satisfaction, completion when you do finally get through those bullshit
fuck
levels
you, snake level
with a game
Asshole
genie
snake level.
with infinite
You didn't
lives.
even get to
Hate you,
it.
snake level.
No, but there's other
I
Battletoads
digress.
games. Like Battletoads Arcade is totally playable.
That is a good game, actually.
You just play through
That
it.
is
Like,
fun.
there's no bullshit.
Battletoads
You just
versus
bash.
Double Dragon.
You know, I mean,
Yeah, they should make that into a movie.
They should.
have you ever seen Double Dragon, the movie?
Yep. I remember as a kid being pumped on it and
Was
being
that like
disappointed.
was that the first video game movie?
I always said if I ever seen Alyssa Milano, I'd be like, "Hey, it's Alyssa Milano from Double Dragon, the movie," because she was in it.
She's gonna,
that she peaked
She's gonna
early.
hate you.
She peaked early with that film.
yeah, obviously her best work.
Yeah.
But
I have it on VHS.
yeah, that'd
I'd
be
love
good.
to
one.
see a new Battletoads. That'd be great.
Battletoads. I don't know if you guys ever played
Make something fun.
Burnout. If you're into the
I was
racing.
a burnout for a while.
That's true. Then they made a game for you, Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Brad struggling to pay bills.
So, Burnout's like the racing game for people who don't like racing games, and
What about the crash aspect of it? See
because
how
of
many points you can get
because of the crash
different angles.
aspect.
That was fun.
Did you play it?
I played the crash part.
Yeah, the crash part is like my favorite, or the crash
Whatever
junctions.
it is. Yeah, whatever
So
it's called.
this game was all about just you're racing and then taking down everyone you're racing with, and then when you would like crash somebody, it would like go to like super slow motion and just like, and you could like control the speed of the the slow motion of the guy like just fucking bursting into pieces.
Love it.
It's so good. And then they would set you. There would be these levels called crash junctions, where they would set you up with like at an intersection, say, and then your job was to just drive into it
You just
and crash.
pick where you're going to crash.
Yeah, and then you can
And
steer
you
your car in the
see
air.
in slow motion where it shows you all the hits that happen from
Like the money
collision.
total with like all the damage you're
Like
doing.
there's vehicles parked and you're like, where am I going to hit it? Maybe I'm going to try and fly over a certain point.
You guys miss Burnout?
Yeah.
Because I know they came out with Burnout Paradise, which is like more of an open world game that was like in 2009.
Open world car game?
Well, I don't want to say, because Burnout 3 was you selected each like race course off of the map. In Burnout Paradise, you were just driving through the city, and then as you came up to an event, it would say like, "Hey, press A to like."
Midnight Club on the PS2.
Yeah, or maybe like a Need for
Paradises.
Speed. You know, I just miss the purity of like Burnout 3, and I know there's a spiritual successor that I think just came out last week or 2 weeks ago.
What?
By some of the people that made the original Burnout. I think it's
We have
called
to diagnose this.
I think it's called Dangerous Driving, and I've heard.
Oh my god, it's the worst name for a game ever. Yes,
I heard it's kind of
about
like. Have you heard of it?
I heard about it.
Okay,
like
yeah.
the other freaking day.
It's not a great name.
It's
yeah.
like a game like
But
when you see motocross for PS2
Yeah.
or car driving
or Combat
yeah.
for Atari 2600.
That's acceptable in Atari. It's not acceptable in the 2000s.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Or the
true.
90s.
Jumper.
Jeez, man, I'm sorry.
We're playing
You
Jumper.
Can call it race car boy. You know, call it broom.
Motherfucking race
call
car
it
boy.
broom. Not like a broom, but a broom.
Vroom vroom.
Broom. Call it VR.
V-room.
Oh,
Nice. Yes.
Exclamation point.
So, have you ever played a Burnout game, Brad?
Maybe.
Because you need to.
I think I have a lot of those racing games that are free downloads, and I play them for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's just odd the way that I wind up playing games. It's very unpredictable which one's I'm stumbling into next.
You know, that's another good episode topic. How the fuck do we play games?
we can do an episode about
Every
all the
Brian.
games that we have that we've
Howard
never
Phillips.
played.
We should. yeah.
When Howard Phillips on
It'd be
the
like-
cast, we were talking about how people like different games and preferred. You know, I mean, different
Yeah.
styles will, different brains will soak into other game styles and game genres and.
Absolutely.
MMORPG car racers.
We need them.
I want a new Phantasy Star Online game. I want some more Castlevanias.
You're crazy.
I want lots. Dude, okay.
Speaking of Castlevania, so you did mention Castlevania.
I would have
earlier.
chosen Symphony of the Night for the picture in this one.
Huh? Oh, just wait. Don't worry.
Okay.
Come on.
No, because I'm a big Castlevania guy, and I wasn't a fan of Lords of Shadow, those games. I know they're supposed to be good, but they weren't.
You didn't like the
Castlevania-
first one?
They weren't Castlevania to me. They kind of had maybe like the tone, but they didn't have the
God of
gameplay.
Castlevania, God of Warsylvania.
Yeah, it doesn't function to me as a 3D game. I tried Lament of Innocence, the soundtrack.
That one, yeah.
The soundtrack's great, but
Yep. I believe you.
yeah,
I agree with you.
I loved Symphony of the Night, and I loved the early Game Boy Advance and the DS ones.
Yes.
The latter ones got away. They were trying new things. I forget even the names of the last ones, like Mirror of Fate or something. I
Order
want
of Ecclesia.
one castle. I want there to be Yeah, you don't even have to change the gameplay. Just do it again.
No.
Do it again. Get some badass music.
Yeah. Well,
It's a shame that they topped out on like the music with Symphony of the Night, pretty much.
That is true. But how about, like, it seems like every other indie game that's coming out these days is like a Metroidvania or Castlevania. Have they been like scratching any of your itches?
No. I've even tried
You're
to
getting Bloodstained, right? I'm assuming.
I will get it.
The spiritual successor.
And I also
I have that pre-ordered.
I appreciate the old school, like very hard Nintendo ones, and that's why I'm super pumped on Curse.
The linear.
Yeah, the Bloodstain that came out, that's been very fun.
Oh yeah, what a great.
Either do like that NES style super hard, but that itch has been scratched. We'll see how the new Bloodstained is, because that could do it. But Castlevania, I'm a sucker for that series. Yeah.
Did you watch season 2 yet? Anybody?
I tried.
The first 2 episodes, and I was just thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, I need to go back and.
It didn't get me.
I made it to the last episode. I've not watched the last episode. I am not into season 2. I love season 1. So fucking bummed right now.
And season 1's like 3 episodes.
Did
or 4
Grant
episodes.
Six.
Did Grant Dynasty show up in the second season at all?
Who?
Spoilers.
Well, because they have all the characters from Castlevania 3. They have they have Alucard. They have the female magician lady, and then there's Grant Dynasty who climbs on stuff. And it was an error in the translation. It's supposed to be Grant Dynasty, but he was Grant Dynasty in America.
Grant Dynasty.
Outside Hills had a beer called Shit Dynasty that everybody called Shady Nasty.
Okay, that could be a cool Castlevania, like maybe bad guy.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. He's like a bone wheel.
Yeah, I'd like another Castlevania experience in the Metroidvania style. I don't know. There's a lot of those indie games.
Unfortunately,
there's a new Metroid coming out apparently.
Hopefully,
in 7 years.
Yeah, they scrapped it. They're like, we're going to start over to do it right.
Yeah, come on, Nintendo, do it right.
And that's what I want. Do it right.
Hey, no, mad respect for a company that's going to come out and say, we're not happy, we're starting over.
Yep,
that takes behind for 20 years.
I think they gave it to Retro again to do Metro Prime.
I'm very happy with that decision.
I love the fucking Prime games.
I don't know
so much.
Yeah.
Josh, any more?
I'll just Blood Dragon 2.
Blood Dragon
2, please, for the love of fucking God.
Did you play any of the other Far Cry games?
I played Tribal. I played 4. I've actually about 10.
You played Tribal?
Yeah, I started Tribal. It's fun.
Can you speak caveman now?
Yeehaw, as they say.
That's pretty close.
No, I like Tribal. I mean, it's the same concept every time, but I mean, it's always fun to see what they're going to line up in the gameplay.
Yeah.
What is different? What new features? It's like there's so many different things they always add to those games, and that's actually a game. If I had time, I would crunch so many hours into it. But, I don't.
Okay.
I hit.
Are we still talking about Blood Dragon right now, or is that Tribal?
I'm calling Far Cry in general.
Oh, okay.
Far Cry 4, I dabbled about 10 hours in.
Yep.
And I'm at a point where I'm like, I feel like I got my enjoyment out of the game.
Yeah, you did.
I don't have time to try to finish this game. That I should try another game, so I tried Travel. It was like $7.
$7.
It's like it was cheap as shit.
That's
might as well pick it up.
Might
as well play it.
I think that's $3 more than I paid for.
I just picked up Far Cry 5. I've had 5.
You've had 4.
And then I picked up New Dawn too.
Oh, you got 5. Okay. Damn.
So those are gonna be next on the list.
I didn't know you were such a fan,
Far Cry.
man.
I like Far Cry. But Blood Dragon was the bee's knees. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That was the
those cutscenes. Those
well,
Operation Wolf fucking cutscenes.
And the game itself, the visual, the art, the comedy, the real, like, they did better at throwing back than fucking Real Player One, Gamer Player One. What's that movie?
Ready Player One?
There you go.
Miss Congeniality.
Ready Player One. Miss Congeniality.
Ernie Hudson hated that fucking movie.
The sequel?
Yeah. He said it at the panel.
Did he?
He's like, yeah, the second one. No.
Controversial.
Well, yeah.
So, Brad,
Blood Dragon just did it well.
Brad, have you played any of the Far Cry games?
I have not. I have some of them.
Mm-hmm.
I threw them on the pile of things that I will look at.
Play it eventually.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe play eventually. I looked at the Witcher loading screen again.
Good.
I
It's
just
a
like
great
the start screen. I was like, ooh. I
That-
actually watched like the first 10 minutes of the opening. And I was half in the bag already, and I'm like, this is a lot of lore.
I'm gonna kill the Leprechaun.
And so I just didn't start it. Yeah, I wound up watching I think Jason on Netflix or something. One of those Jason films, Friday the 13th.
Jason X.
Well, much better
In
use of your time.
space.
Much better.
That one is good. I watched Jason Goes to Hell recently, and I was like, he doesn't go to
in
hell.
3D.
He doesn't go to hell until the very like last 2 minutes of the film. I wanted the movie where he was in hell, most of it dealing with demons and the devil.
It's like Doom 3.
Yeah. That would have been a good movie. Instead, it was just a really shitty Friday the 13th where he shows up, he goes to hell at the very end.
Freddy's there too.
There's a Freddy teaser at the end, which, whoa,
Mashup.
ambitious
Remember when that
crossover.
happened?
I definitely appreciated Freddy films later in life. A lot of good comedy.
Yeah, that's a
That's
franchise
what they
that
kind
could
of
be
devolved
revitalized.
to. When they tried.
Dream Warriors is so good.
So, did you guys have any other games you wanted to talk about, Tom?
I was just gonna say like Fight Night and Tiger Woods, or at least the PGA Tour games.
They
I'm not
don't
a
make
big
them anymore?
I'm
I
not
thought
a
the Tiger Woods game is now just a different name.
It's like
Rory
PGA Tour.
McIlroy, right?
Well, they did that. EA no longer has the license
Oh.
to golf games. And I don't know. You know,
Well, EA deserves that.
I don't play sports games except for boxing and golf, I guess,
Golf.
and the ones that are not popular. And I'm sad because I used to play the shit out of those games. Fight Night was great. Like
I like
just like
Fight Night.
the damage and like the slow motion punches where they show the guy's face just like
Yeah.
just wiggling and rippling and yeah. I don't know if you guys used to play that stuff because I know now they make the Ultimate Fighter or the UFC games. I think. What are you doing?
You're welcome.
That was hot. Yeah, so now they do the UFC games, and they've kind of taken the spot of the Fight Night, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I want some boxing. I don't care if it's not popular anymore. I hate golf in real life, but I love playing the freaking golf games. I like putting sick tattoos all over my golfer and just making him look like Frankenstein. And
What if they do NES Open again, but like in a new fashion?
I buy that.
Well, let's do it. Why don't they do an arcadey, fun golf game?
Yeah, they're making like a
Change it up.
Arcade 1-Up's making a Golden Tee, one of these little smaller arcade games that's coming out, I think, next month or something like that. And I almost got it. Even though, like, I think the newest game on the thing is, like, Golden Tee 2001 or something.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
I have a very important thing that needs to be said right now.
go ahead, man, please.
It needs
all
to be
ears.
said.
We're out of beer. Do we grab more, or do we?
I mean, there's always more. There's always more.
There's always more.
Please send beer. We'll wait.
If you have beer, we'll do anything. We'll do anything for you.
That's true.
Shameless.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, we could do multiple episodes on this topic as well, but those are some of like my highlights. I don't know.
Monkey ball.
Yeah, as long as you get your monkey ball.
Yes, but with the awesome Eon HDMI adapter that Justin, our homie who was on, created, you can play Monkey Ball 2 in widescreen at 480p. So
God damn, all the P's.
why wouldn't you?
All the P's.
And just being able to play a GameCube in widescreen is a very odd experience.
I can't imagine.
I feel
Kind
I
of.
think just being able to play a GameCube is an odd experience.
I love
Best
big.
controller ever made.
It might be my favorite system ever made.
Worst controller ever
It's got a
made.
handle on it. You can take it anywhere you want.
It's cute. It's a cute system.
No.
I never went with the purple. I was all black.
I was all black. I kind of go for a certain color scheme for every generation.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now they're all white systems.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
They're either black or white though. I don't really go for like silvers or purples or.
No.
Yeah.
Why do that?
I have a
I-
silver one that works.
I have a Game Boy Advance SP signed by Story of the Year.
What?
I don't know where it came from. I don't know who gave it to me.
Did somebody just write Story of the Year on it?
Like
The band. The band
Individual
signed.
signature.
They signed
Okay.
the case and the system.
I can't pop punk to that level.
No, dude,
why?
I don't know where it came from.
Was there like...
It's in my possession now. Somehow someone had it and didn't care. But
It's like Step Brothers. You had the samurai sword, like signed by Randy Jackson from American Idol.
You have what you have, and you get them to sign it.
Right.
That's why I found a Nintendo Power before we had Howard Phillips on the podcast.
You weren't supposed to say that out loud. You had that in your collection for years, waiting
that's
for that
fine.
signature.
Why? It doesn't matter. I got this awesome thing. Yeah.
This is our 50th episode, guys.
50.
5-0.
So do we down a Speedway Stout before we go?
Let's grab one more.
Are we? Is this going to that level of shit-faceism?
One more. One more. We've earned it. It's
Do
50.
you have one or two
Are
Speedway
you gonna
Stouts?
pick
I have
something
two
out?
Speedway Stouts.
Should we just...
I mean, they're big
Oh, you're
Speedway.
being
okay, okay.
serious. I'm all ready. I'm staying over at your place tonight, Tom.
I'm going to take this moment to talk about our sponsors. Our sponsors is
Oh, he's
us. We pay
serious.
for everything.
He's serious, boys and
And
girls.
I would just remind you, subscribe, like our videos, leave us a review. It does help us a lot. There's no reason not to if you want to support your boys here. Besides sending us beer, it's super easy. I met this great guy in the bar the other night. They were visiting from Ohio, this couple, and he said he had a podcast about NFL football. And I told him I watch sports.
You should meet Josh.
I said I've watched a sports game, but the first thing I did was just download his podcast because I knew it would help the guy out, and then we just bought cheese curds and shared beers. But all
like
it
a good
takes,
day.
smash that button if you can. It would mean a lot to us.
Gentlemen, your glasses, please.
Your glasses,
Yes, like, share our post tonight. Leave a review
That helps us
on
a
the
lot.
iTunes
Yep.
and all the other tunes. And,
We'd love that.
know?
Yeah, be our Twitter friends at Hot Dogcast.
We're not only
Email us.
attractive, we're sometimes funny.
Good.
Very rarely, but we mean well, and I hope that comes through.
When's the Speedway Stout from?
It's from Alesmith,
Oh,
and I believe they're out of Indiana, or no?
San Diego area.
Oh, there you go. Right next to
I'm
each other.
driving home, so you guys are getting more.
It
I
depends when
walked here for a reason.
I'm not getting that much. Jesus, man.
I'll take a full pint.
Fuck a Speedway Stout.
Mind if I do?
If you look up AleSmith, Speedway Stout is the first thing that comes up.
Oh!
It's a great beer.
All right, hey, 50 episodes.
Happy
Congratulations, guys.
anniversary.
Everybody!
It's the 50th,
All right.
though. We're 50 years old, guys.
50, I can't believe it.
Yeah, soak it in. So what games would you guys like to see brought back in which hasn't been a game for a while? You know?
Heaven.
Give us a comment.
Planet Commando.
Come slap us in person.
TNC Surf Design.
Kings of the Beach.
Rampart. What the fuck?
Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy Advance, the original Game Boy. It was a good game.
Sure.
Power Stone? I mean,
What about Power? What?
Dynamite Deca. Dynamite Cop.
Illusion of Gaia.
What games do...
Suikoden is the obvious one that everyone wants to talk about. I didn't want to bring it up
Squeak it in.
because Suikoden is probably the best RPG
How about any
series
game
ever.
made by Color Dreams?
Color Dreams. How about another sequel to Vietnam 75?
What?
Isn't that sick Neo Geo game? Vietnam 75?
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Nam 75.
Oh,
and
I
if
blew
Morris
it.
was here, he'd fucking
wow.
beat your face.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We need more.
I know who not to have in the Neo
What if they made a
Geo
sequel
episode.
to Vietnam? Not
What?
good.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Do I have to go back to this hell again? No!
76.
So good. All right, gentlemen. Are we ready to sign off here? Put these people out of their misery? Drink this on our own?
Do we have anything more to say? MGC. Any more shout-outs? Any more?
I think we
Watch this
We
just
went over that, didn't we?
devolve.
Yeah. So,
You had a decent stack of games. Josh, is there any that you wanted to mention that were super special?
honestly, a special piece was getting the Mortal Kombat 2 crisp box. Super Nintendo was signed by my boys at Mortal Kombat 2. Johnny Cage, Kung Lao.
That was a nice
Shang
box.
Tsung.
You got a nice box.
Tony, Dan, and Phil. You guys are
whole crew.
fucking legends.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to everybody
Yeah.
from the Classic that
Oh.
that were so generous with their
Boy.
time and they talked to us.
Kids Row.
And you're
Crazy
welcome.
man.
Yeah, kids.
And you're welcome for we let you come on the podcast, so you're welcome too.
Anytime. Anytime.
We'll let it happen again.
I wonder if I get my my mini MK 2 and 3 cabinet, they'll come up to Milwaukee and sign it.
There was a highlight reel of the VIP party, and me taking my shirt off was not on there. So whoever edited that, good work. Thank you.
It had to be there. I think Josh's head was in the back of it.
No, yeah, I saw Josh at one point.
The back of
I
Josh's
got the head. I want to see that video.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Eric
Who was
Ritt-
the fucking Sonic guy? The guy that got...
Johnny, I forget his name, Jake, something like that.
He was on that viral video
Good guy, yeah?
of... Okay, so there was a guy that was singing Sonic songs. They brought him on
From
as
the
like
cartoon, not from the game.
from the entertainment. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But there was a video, was it like last year, where he was at some award ceremony singing the Sonic songs, and somebody grabbed the mic from him and just started like yelling, like, just gibberish. It was funny. I'm like, that's that guy. He came out. But yeah, it was a good time. Okay.
I'm watching us live right now. I'm sorry.
What are you doing,
I
Brad?
get social media
It's
once,
like
and now I'm on Facebook every 2 seconds.
You'll learn
So,
it. You'll get it. You'll get it done.
Thank you.
Let's take questions from the listeners.
Oh, are we just going to keep going? Is this how Speedway Stout works?
This is when we
So,
did our
what beers are you
Yeah.
drinking? What games do you want to see brought back?
This part will be it.
Why weren't you at the Midwest Gaming Classic? Holy shit, that was fun.
Great time.
Anybody? Yeah.
I don't believe you.
We were there. Yeah, we partied with Johnny Cage, Lau, Sung, Hard.
I bought
Some
Row.
hard lao.
Oh,
Hey.
I don't know
Yeah.
how many of you have bucket lists, but I did buy Shang Tsung a rum and coke. That is something
Yeah.
that has happened in my life.
Yep.
So
Yeah. We got
you got a bunch of spotted cows for the boys. And
Yep. Johnny Cage was like, "Hey, you guys want shots of tequila?" We went, and then we ended up
got
getting
wine glasses.
wine glasses filled with tequila.
and lime.
now I know why I was able to get to the classic earlier than you guys, because I left before that happened.
That was when it was. Yeah.
He did
Then
that
Josh and I look at
multiple
each other. We're like,
times. No, I can't drink
"It's
tequila
time
because
to go."
I'm allergic. And if I wasn't, I would have drank tequila.
yeah.
So Dan,
Master,
man.
Casino. Everyone,
Piscina
legends.
was awesome. Yeah, all of them. It was a great time.
God damn it.
And definitely hope to see them all soon.
yep.
I'm excited to see Jeffrey Wittenhagen again. I want to go drink some beers with that
Yeah.
guy. He's got some good
Yeah,
stories.
we didn't
Absolutely.
really go to that level, but with them. But
I did for a while at the party. Him and I were the ones
Wait,
vibing at the
okay.
party a little
yeah,
bit.
I didn't see him there. So
Happy drunk people are drawn, you know.
That's what happens. Just debauchery everywhere.
So yeah, if you're curious, we're going to be dropping some of these videos and podcasts soon.
Very soon.
Yep, they're going to be trickling
This
in
week.
Yeah, very soon.
I swear to God.
Yeah. To all of our new listeners, thanks for checking us out. And you should definitely check us out again. And to all of our old listeners, you guys have always been awesome.
Well,
Yes, always.
even you, Mom. Thanks for
the awesomest.
the best.
You didn't buy him 2 chocolate milks one time, and he's still jaded about it.
Well, we'll get over it. Therapy. They say it helps.
I was
should try it.
intrigued that Ted DiBiase was just chilling there by himself and nobody was talking to him like the whole night.
No, I stood behind him in line. Someone bought him a drink.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Good. I want to know that
Yeah.
happened.
He looked like
I
the
stopped by
nicest
his
old
panel.
man.
He looked nice.
He looks gentle.
but nobody
Very
was like
gentle,
talking
yeah.
to him, and like he didn't look like approachable.
Yeah.
But hey, next time,
Dude.
Ted,
That NES WrestleMania
chill.
game, like, I would always play fucking Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
and the money signs that go down the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was weird. Bad game, but great.
All right. Well,
It's time to
it is.
really start drinking off the air.
Oh,
We can
Sorry
actually
to put you through this. I know it's been traumatic, but you'll get over it. All right.
We love you. We love you.
Yes.
so
From all of us,
big 50. Thank you, everybody.
yeah, we made it 50. Hopefully, we can go another 50 more and
79.
beyond.
79 is going to be a big one.
79 is the goal.
We're teasing it now. Look out for episode 79. Something big is happening there.
We're already
It's like
start
69,
planning.
but 79.
No, you have no idea. It's going to be crazy.
Oh, no.
Very special guest.
Yeah.
We're going to tease the word Reggie.
Oh God.
But
I hope that happens. But anyways, okay. Thank you everybody for watching. We love all of you, and we'll see you next time.
here are the Dogcast. We love you. We'll see you again.
You're the Dogcast.
Yeah, believe it. All right.
So 50. Side hugs galore.
50.